Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com with another quick weekly recap of MMO news and announcements week ending December 2nd, 2012. And as you can see from the video playing in the background, the first piece of news we're taking a look at this week has to do with the highly anticipated MMOFPS Firefall. November 28th, Red 5 Studios, the company behind Firefall, announced several closed beta weekend tests for the upcoming shooter. November 30th to December 2nd test is already done, but players can try out Firefall this weekend on December 7th to December 9th. The beta test will last a good 48 hours and give those eager to try the game a chance to do so. The betas are pretty much open to everyone from North America and Europe, but you will need a beta key to actually try the game, but those are actually pretty easy to get, as you can get them on MMOHut and pretty much every other gaming website. And despite the game being in development for quite a while already, there's still no official firm release date, but the game is expected to release sometime this year. The fact that Red 5 is doing these big weekend tests means that the game is definitely getting closer and closer to actual release. Next up on November 27th, a bit of news from the indie game developer Masthead Studios. Their free-to-play robot-themed MMO Guns and Robots officially went into closed beta testing. The closed beta is open to those who registered earlier this month and gives players the first taste of the game. The purpose of this initial round of closed beta testing is to gauge player interest and feedback, as the game itself is still far from actual release, as the release date still has yet to be announced. Little is known about the game right now, and the trailer in the background doesn't really show any actual gameplay. All we actually know is that the game is mech themed, with an emphasis on customization. Players build and battle their own bots. Up next, November 28th, Outspark announced a bit of news for Dark Blood Online, their 2D action MMORPG, which looks a lot like Nexon's Dungeon Fighter Online. And the news is that the 5th class for the game is being added on December 13th. The day itself is actually not set in stone, but it'll be around that time. The Thief class is expected to be PvP focused and will have two subclasses, the Assassins and Outriders. The two subclasses are expected to release about a week after the original launch of the Thief class, so around the 21st. Next up, a tiny update for Rock Hippo's third-person shooter, Microvaults. November 28th, Rock Hippo launched the Boot Camp update for Microvaults, which added several new military-themed items to the game. Most notably, several new weapons made to the game, including new sniper rifles, MP5s, and 134 Gatling guns. Several military-themed outfits are also now available in the game's store. It's not exactly a huge update, but Microvaults is known for launching plenty of smaller updates, rather than a few big ones. Up next, also November 28th, Outspark launched an update for Luvinia Online, which is dubbed the Linger City Expansion. The update increased the game's level cap to 95 from 89, and adds a new main questline which will get players from 90 to 95. As with any big update, players can also expect tons of new equipment, items, and 12 new maps have also been added with the update, including the expansion's name, Linger City. 2 new dungeons have also been added to the game, one level 90 and another level 95. Full patch notes for the expansion are available on Outspark's Luvinia page. The next and last bit of news is on November 29th from Games Campus, and the news is that Legend of Edda Vengeance officially launched into closed beta testing. The beta testing phase is expected to be short, but will feature tons more content than the old Legend of Edda game had about a year ago before it shut down. Games Campus says that the game has been rebuilt from the ground up, and now includes revamped skill systems, achievements, economic rebalancing, drop tweaks, set item improvements, and much more. Graphically speaking though, it's certainly the same exact game, it's just been retweaked. And the game itself has been gone for about a year and is finally relaunching. Well, that's from our news, but as for games coming soon, we have nothing to look at. But as for games that recently launched, we have Rise of Immortals, Battles of Garaxia from Petroglyph Games. Now, it's worth mentioning that this isn't exactly a new game, but rather a relaunched/retweaked version of Rise of the Immortals, thus the same name, Rise of Immortals. Battle of Garaxia officially launched into open beta on November 26th, and later launched on Valve's Steam platform 2 days later on November 28th. Battle for Garaxia, like the original Rise of the Immortals game, is still a mobile game like Dota 2 and League of Legends. All of the old Rise of the Immortal game accounts have been transferred over to Battle for Garaxia, and since relaunching the game has undergone some rebalancing, and most notably the game has released several new characters as well. Before anyone calls this a League or a Dota clone, it is worth mentioning that both of these games were inspired by the original Aeon of Strife game on StarCraft 1 actually. Since League of Legends got so big, the MOBA genre has been getting more and more competitive. Anyway guys, that's it for my news, and now it's for the week ending December 2nd, 2012. And if you want to read about or learn more about any news mentioned in this video, simply head over to MMOHut.com/news. And if you want to discuss any of this video, simply head over to MMOHut.com/forums. Anyway guys, this is Omer, signing off.